Good morning. Today's article, we have so many words that can be very difficult for you, but it's good to know. Yeah, to understand many spy movie or the war movie. Japan to sell fighter jets to other nations. Japan's cabinet has approved a plan to sell future next generation fighter jets that it's developing with Britain and Italy to other countries in the latest move away from the country's pacifist principles. Yeah, the decision to allow international arms sales is expected to help secure Japan's role in the joint fighter jet project, and it's part of a move to build up the Japanese arms industry and increase its role in global security. The cabinet also endorsed a revision to Japan's arms equipment and technology transfer guidelines to allow co-produce lethal weapons to be sold to countries other than the partners. ね、lethal weapon って映画ありましたよね。ね、The Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshimasa Hayashi said the changes are necessary given Japan's security environment, but stressed that Japan's pacifist principles remain unchanged. I hope so too. We have clearly demonstrated that we will continue to adhere to our basic philosophy as a peaceful nation, he said. Japan is working with Italy and the UK to develop an advanced fighter jet that will replace its aging fleet of American designed F 2 fighters and the Eurofighter Typhoons used by the UK and Italian militaries. Japan hopes the new plane will offer advanced capabilities that will give it a technological edge against regional rivals China and Russia. Following its defeat in World War II, Japan adopted a constitution that limits its military to self-defense. The country long maintained a strict policy to ban all exports of lethal weapons. Recent polls suggest that public opinion is divided on the plan, and opponents have criticized the government for committing to the fighter jet project without providing an explanation to the public or seeking approval for the major policy change. However, the government is limiting exports of co-developed lethal weapons to the jet for now, what am I reading? I'm going to read it again. However, the government is limiting exports of co-developed lethal weapons to the jet for now and has promised no sales will be made for use in active wars. Can you make the promise? Potential purchases will be limited to 15 countries that Japan has signed defense partnership and equipment transfer deals with. Exports would help boost Japan's defense industry, which historically has catered only to the country's self-defense force, as Prime Minister Kishida seeks to build up the military. We'll see how it goes. Discussion. What are your thoughts on the latest changes to Japan's military policy? Do you think Japan should continue to increase its role in global security? Yeah, but I don't know by selling the arms. Né? Is there anything you'd change about your country's military plans or goals? What nations are seen as the top military threats to your country? Do you expect global security to improve or worsen over the next decade? What nations have historically been your country's closest allies? That's a hard question. In your opinion, what is the most significant threat to global security today? Are you interested in military history? What conflicts have you read about? Do you think there will be another world war within your lifetime? Can be, and I really don't want it because my children will be suffering. To be prepared for war is one of the most effective means of preserving peace. George Washington, what are your thoughts on this quote? Actually, That's true. Yeah, it's like preparing for earthquake is one of the most effective means of saving your life, ですね. If you change the words.